Today's top stories are straight ahead on your morning news leader. Stay with us, everyone. Another full hour of KCCI 8 News This Morning Weekend starts right now.
KCCI 8 News This Morning starts right now.
Put the NRA on the defensive.
Candidates talk gun control in Des Moines, what they're now saying following two recent mass shootings. And all eyes on Iowa. KCCI caught up with a number of presidential hopefuls at the state fair, what they're doing to court your vote. Latino leaders demand action in Texas. The massive rally held as people in El Paso demand a ban on assault weapons. Good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on KCCI 8 News This Morning Weekends. It's just after 7 o'clock on August 11th, and it is shaping up to be a humid morning. Tropical dew points. Matinka, you're like, this might as well be Florida.
Yeah, that's right. That's what it feels like this morning.
Politics is taking over the Iowa State Fair. I think that's fair to say. And several candidates are in Des Moines trying to connect with Iowans. A big topic yesterday was gun safety, and 16 candidates were at a forum arranged by safety group Moms Demand Action. It comes just a week after shootings in El Paso and Dayton. Many Iowans at the event say they want to see gun legislation, and all those presidential hopefuls there repeated that same message.
AKs, ARs, they have no business in our neighborhoods in peacetime in the United States of America. They are for war zones.
The gun industry controls Washington, and we have to fight back against that corruption.
As a nation, we're all hurting no matter where you stand on this issue. Nobody wants to see innocent lives taken.
Jacinda there is with that group, and the group is urging the Senate to make gun control a top priority when it returns from recess. That is 4 weeks away. The candidates also flooded the Iowa State Fair yesterday. Presidential candidate Kamala Harris is seen here. She spent the morning flipping pork chops at the Iowa pork tent. She even chowed down on the famous pork chop on a stick. Everything at the fair is, of course, on a stick. And with all these presidential candidates in town, it was a busy day over at the Soapbox at the State Fair. 9 candidates spoke, and they took the stage hoping their message will resonate with Iowans. KCCI's Bo Bowman was there all day, and he has reaction from fairgoers.
What's going on, but I wish more people took advantage of this amazing opportunity.
Soapbox stump speeches will continue this morning starting at 11:15, and they'll feature 5 more presidential candidates. So if you haven't gotten enough yet, that's where they'll be. It was not just Democrats taking advantage of the fair crowds, though. The Republican Party of Iowa used its space at the fair to call on Democrats to ratify President Trump's proposed trade deal with Mexico and Canada.
About why they want to be president of the United States, but we're not hearing anything from them when it comes to ratification of the USMCA. This is critical to families and farmers and industry, manufacturers, small businesses.
Republicans say instead of focusing on the trade deal, Democrats are embracing socialist policies like the Green New Deal. They say that deal would hurt Iowa's cattle industry and family farmers. Covering Dallas County now, presidential candidate Tulsi Gabbard attended Adele's Sweet Corn Festival yesterday. There she is talking with some folks, and Gabbard walked in the parade and talked with Iowans at the Dallas County Democrats tent. The Corn Festival has been put on by the Adele Chamber of Commerce for the last 40 years, and more than 20,000 ears of corn were handed out. That's more than 7 tons of corn, a whole lot of corn. Well, Matinka, lightning is on the way in some parts of the state. Showers already over, I guess, on the west side, closer to Omaha. What's going on?
We do have some thunderstorms out there this morning.
There are calls for the Senate Judiciary Committee to investigate the death of disgraced financier and accused sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein. The 66-year-old hanged himself in a Manhattan jail cell. His death comes 2 weeks after he was found on the floor of his cell with bruises to his neck. Epstein was placed on suicide watch and returned to a high-security special housing unit. Now, Senator Elizabeth Warren is among the group wanting to know how Epstein was able to kill himself while on suicide watch.
He had already attempted suicide once and was on suicide watch. So I'd like to see an investigation to understand how this was permitted to happen when he was incarcerated. The system broke down here.
And it is now up to the Senate Judiciary Committee to decide if there will be an investigation. 3 candidates running for president in 2020, Senators Kamala Harris, Cory Booker, and Amy Klobuchar, all sit on that committee.